Widow's Peak. A lot of those things have weird names like Adam's Apple and all that.
When we leave here, we're gonna go to Walgreens.
Okay, I'm back. Let's just see. Hopefully,
And then I'll have the money to get the ball or the issue and a little bit of gas and to strike it. There you
I mean, October 1st. It's midnight.
go. It don't matter.
I'll be over and done with by then. Sadly, it's only one day. Wouldn't it be nice if your birthday lasts at least 2 days?
Yeah.
That'd be very,
But they
very
can last as long as we wanted to.
They sure can. I normally would try to celebrate a week. Because it's not long enough. And it's not fair that it's not long enough. I mean, I think the people that are twins should celebrate their birthday 4 days. 2 days for each. Matter of fact, I think I do need twins.
You crazy girl.
I don't care. So, what was I talking about at the end of the last life? About how I wish, how I'm trying to figure out how rent constantly going up, but pay is not going up with it. That's ridiculous. Everything, every bill goes up high, significantly high. But when it comes to paying people, jobs paying people the money to cover their cost of living and the cost of everything going up, it's somehow they get miscommunication in between them.
For real.
Or if you do get a raise, it stops at the supervisors. Anybody below the supervisors, you get whatever dime or nickel that's left out of that. That's crazy. Like, why you get a raise just because you're a supervisor? Everybody should get a raise. And not 10 cents, 25 cents, that ain't enough. You know, if you could barely scrape by, you barely scraping by and you barely making ends meet, and you want more money, why don't you think everybody need more money to keep themselves afloat and their heads above water? I don't know. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm just rambling as usual. I was about to say the earring in my back hole back here was gone.
Huh?
Because I didn't feel it in there. But yeah. Where did the truck go? Oh, it backed up. It's still parking. Don't break the other thing over there. It's already bent.
Huh?
The thing bent over there.
What?
Over there. Just covered it.
What are you talking about?
The white thing over there. It's bent. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing good. I'm just sitting here thinking about and talking about how things are ridiculously expensive and it's going to continue to get expensive as far as like bills and rent and everything. Hi, Skibbity, attitude. Hopefully I said that right. How are you doing? Hi, Boots, Scoops. But yeah, it's just sad how everything is so expensive and continue going up, like gas and all that extra stuff is ridiculous. Hidden prices, hidden taxes, hidden everything. It's ridiculous. I mean, if we can get a break somewhere in there, would be so nice. Did you catch what's going? I need some sea fillers. Thank you, Skibbity, editor. It's just, I don't know. What do y'all think about how expensive things is? How things keep going up and up Oh. But again, the pay keeps seem like it's just either getting lower or staying where it's at. Like everything around it is getting expensive. Hi, Bristol. How is everybody? I'm glad you're doing good. How's your day going? The big ones? How's anything gonna fit in here? The bag is too small. Should I have to start the car? I think I'm gonna scoop my seat back if it'll go from there. There we go. Doing just fine with a Daisy Duke guy, but I don't see it lasting long. Okay. Thank you, David. Oh, sorry, that was for Bristol. I don't think Bristol like that, David. That's not cool. It's kind of creepy, to be honest with you. Do you know Bristol? Bristol, do you know David? It's kind of creepy. David, you said, wait, why stop? Because Bristol said stop, and Bristol don't like that. Bristol should not have to explain why they're scared. That they're scared. Thank you, Adrian. Are you talking to me, Bristol? Are you asking me that? Because I don't mind. I'm 37. Today I'm 37. Yes, I'm old. Ain't that right?
No.
I'm very, very old. I feel it. Get your towel. Say bow. Or say bye. Bayou. What does that mean, Adrian? I'm sorry, I'm from America. I don't know what that means. Be careful, sweetheart. Alright. Look, be careful. I don't know what it means either. No, it said be careful, the truck's turning in. Sorry, y'all, I was talking to my husband. Let me make sure he's okay. Hold on, because, yeah. I don't know these people. But yeah, Bristol, I'm 37. I mean, it's a blessing to be 37, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I'm proud to be 37. What did David say? Bristol, is David bothering you? Because that's not cool to bother somebody who's asking you to stop. David, what are you doing to Bristol? I want this to be a nice, calm place versus a place where we harass people and do things that people ask us. Okay. What's that?
Say I love you. I'm gonna go upstairs real quick.
Love you too. But yeah. So again, this is my birthday life, or two, because I ended the first one because I needed to see what my husband had wanted. At the end of that one, I was having a conversation with somebody in the comment section. Hopefully they come back, they're able to come back and join this live. It wasn't my intention to break the lives up and do more than one. But yeah. And again, I'm gonna steal some of my husband's drink. What's up, Adrian? How y'all doing? How are you doing? Or should I say? Hopefully your day is going well. Peace. What's up? Or everything? Well, that's good. Do you have anything planned today? Anything special or just anything in general? Me? I plan on chilling. That's it, that's all. I'm drinking my husband. Besides that, I'm drinking my husband's drink and I have water. I'm going to save him water because he needs to drink more water anyway. But yeah. Why am I finding random chips in the sea? We had chips, what, yesterday and the day before? I need to clean this seat out. These seats out. Ugh. Yeah, what is everybody's favorite meal? As far as sport, no, I used to play baseball when I was in, well, softball, we're gonna say. Softball when I was in elementary school. What's that? What are you in? Golf? Hockey? Hockey, I'm sorry. I had to get really close because I had my phone sitting so low. Is it fun? It looks kind of dangerous. Like from the professional hockey that I have seen, I don't really watch a lot of hockey. I'm more of a like watching football type of girl. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, hey, boy, JB. I came back. I was waiting to see if you was going to come back in. I was just talking about the last conversation you and I had about how rent done went. We trying to figure out how, or you was trying to figure out how your rent done went up. Me too, because my rent went from 800 something up to 900. I'm like, how in the entire world fill it in with whatever cuss word? I'm trying to not cuss. It's very, very hard. But yeah. How in did y'all, why? Like, the cost of living, like I started this live off and when my husband was in here at the beginning, I'm like, the cost of living is ridiculous. It has got really ridiculous. People want you to pay more. They expect for you to pay more. And they want more money out of you, but the jobs don't pay you more. Like, how is that? How are we supposed to make ends meet? Pay all these bills, expensive ass bills, to be honest with you. Exactly. That's exactly what I was telling my husband. That's exactly how it is. The rent and everything else is going sky freaking high because they keep, and where we live, they keep adding on to the amenities, but our pool ain't even open. When the summertime came, the pool wasn't even open. I called up there, I'm like, okay, so y'all got the pool ready and everything. Is the pool gonna be open? No, the pool's not gonna be open. The pool's not open and it won't be. What? So what is the freaking point of having a pool if we can't even enjoy the pool and we paying this expensive rent that includes the pool and everything? I seen you in the last one too, in Woke Insanity. You back too? How you doing? I remember you from a live or so ago. I mean, that depends. But yeah, the pay raise is ridiculous. I don't know if I misread and misunderstood it or whatever have you, but taxes went up. We're getting more taxes back because it was taking more of our pay. I mean, I would rather more pay because that makes me be able to have more to afford in bills, and I do. Hopefully that's a good thing for you. And that'll mean we can take care of our bills. We can live a little bit more comfortable. We can afford more things. And for those of us that have to pay everything out of pocket, we can breathe a little bit more comfortable. If they pay us more, that would be nice. Because paying stuff out of pocket it's very stressful. Imagine the doctor's appointments, how expensive that is when you don't have insurance. And if you do have insurance, the copay is astronomically ridiculous. Then you got all this other stuff. You got to pay for food out of pocket. Well, with cash. What about the people that basically, I guess I'm just saying, what about the people that has no type of assistance and they have to pay for everything with what they get paid, monthly, weekly, or however they get paid? That's going to be hard. That is hard. And it has me like, dang, I need more pay. And there's people that need more pay. And then, like, I started this live with my husband. He had said his say, it's just, I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought already. That's sad. But yeah, it's just hopefully to come back to me. It's just ridiculous how expensive things are, and we don't have assistance. Like, everybody don't qualify for assistance. They so busy telling us what we don't qualify for, and then they complain about why there's so many homeless people. Why there's so, in my mind, there's so many homeless people because rent is so freaking expensive, and it's getting even more expensive. Can't nobody barely afford anything. And the people that can afford it, we have to have a bunch of people living with us. Then they want to complain about why you have so many people. You can't have all these people living with you. Well, lower the rent, we can afford it with just us by ourselves. If you lower the rent, you don't have to worry about us having multiple people live with us to help us pay the rent. Because to pay with one person trying to pay for a 1-bedroom in the area that I live in, before the apartments did the renovation, were $770 for a 1-bedroom. It's about $800 or something, almost $900 for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. I'm like, damn. And it was like, you go up to 2 and 3 bedrooms, started at $1,090, $1,060, somewhere up in there. I'm like, how the hell, excuse my language, how is people supposed to afford this, then afford the rent, then the light bill, then have food, afford to be able to have food in their house, keep gas in their car, keep clothes on their back, and all this other stuff without having some type of help. They don't qualify for any type of assistance. And then the apartment complex have rules where you can't have nobody living with you. That's why I have known, and there's more to that I have not said or spoke on. I'm pretty sure other people know more about that, or have more to say about that, or more of an opinion about that. But I've noticed people have somebody pay for, like, their parents go get the apartment under their name, and then they'll live in an apartment and have that person in the apartment as an occupant, but it'll just be that person in that apartment, basically subletting. But then now you got apartments like that nowadays. If you do that, they'll be like, the person, which I've been told about the apartments we live in before we moved there, that you can't even sublet. They cracking down on people subletting. Like, basically, I understand in one instinct, but the other, like, if you get an apartment, like, just say if your parents were to get an apartment under their name for you, and you're on the lease also, like, the lease is in their name and you're on the lease as an occupant, but they let you live there and they pay the rent for you. These apartments are cracking down on that because they don't want that to happen. They're like, well, the lease owner has to be here, the leaseholder has to be here. What? I don't know. I was so shocked when the lady that lived there that I was talking to told me that. I'm like, they really doing the unnecessary most, to be honest with you. That is really ridiculous, uncalled for, and the most. That is just ridiculous. That is just really the most. I'm like, and then all this, and now all of a sudden they want to do random inspections because the apartment complex, the owner is accepting housing. He put his apartment complex on housing. But there are, what he failed to realize, what I think he failed to realize, is that there's people that live in those complexes, in those apartments, that are not on housing. Why are we subjected to random inspections and we're not on housing? Yeah, it is. It's too ridiculous and it's evil. Like, why does that person have to be there? Just as long as the rent is being paid, that's all that should matter. Just as long as the rent is being paid and the property ain't being damaged every day, or being damaged, period. It shouldn't matter if the leaseholder is there or not. Just as long as the rent getting paid, that's all that should matter. They're getting their money. The office is getting their money. The owner is getting his money. It don't matter if the leaseholder is there. That don't make no sense. That right there, I agree with you 100%, is ridiculous and evil. Like, what? That's how I felt like when that lady told the lady that lived, the other tenant that lived there, told me that. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, they made everybody move out in the apartment above her because that same situation happened where the people that was living there was on the lease. But the leaseholder that got the apartment had his own house. He didn't want to live there. He got that for, I think she said it was his brother or something. His brothers was there. They were occupants on the lease. And he had a house. He just got the apartment for his brothers. And it was a 2-bedroom. I'm like, she was like, the office made them move out. I'm like, what? Y'all the fucking, basically, y'all on the lease, y'all made somebody move because the leaseholder wasn't there. Like, what? That don't make no sense. I'm sorry. I'm trying my hardest not to cuss right now, but that makes no sense. It's just very picky, very annoying, and very, I can't even think right now of the word. It's very facetious. It's very tit for tat. This is the word my husband would use. Exactly. It was a 2-bedroom. What do you expect? What do them people expect? There was 2 people living there. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 brother in one room, 1 in the other room. They sharing a bathroom. As far as she told me before, this was like, as I was checking out the apartments to see if I wanted to move there, and she was telling me that the brothers would always go to work. You got that right. Money is the root of all evil. Money will make anybody go crazy. It destroys relationships. It destroys marriages. It destroys everything. Once you get money involved, you tend to see the real person. That's what I have noticed. If you want to really know somebody, move in with them, lend them money, whatever else, the third thing my godfather told me, you'll find out who that person really is. Let them owe you something. And with the people I'm related to, ask them to do something for you. You'll see the person. You'll see their true colors really come out. But money is most of the evil. It's most of what does that to them. When it comes to that situation. But yeah, that apartment didn't make no sense. It was a fucking 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, and these people on the lease. It don't matter if they the leaseholder or they're the occupant. Why does the leaseholder need to be there? They're on the lease too. It shouldn't matter if the leaseholder, they're not. The people that are on the lease, that are in the apartment, stays there. You have proof in black and white that those people that are in that apartment are supposed to be there. I don't know. The way these apartment people run their apartments, like you have some people that want to get that piece of authority, and they run a very tight ship. They do everything very, very strict and by the book. I'm like, damn. Some things you could just be as common sense to be like, okay, we're just gonna we understand that this is just common sense. You're on the lease, and both of you two that are here on the lease, you're good. Just as long as you're not damaging the property and the rent is being paid, like I said, that's all that really fucking matters. If people paying the rent, why do you have to be like, oh, it ain't like they're sneaking people in from across the border, or not even just across the border, they're sneaking people in and having people live there and that ain't on the lease. But yeah, I don't know. That's one of my reasons why I told my husband it's time for us to get a house. Once we get to that point we can afford a house You can have over whoever you want. People can stay as long as they want, as long as you want them to stay, or as long as you let them stay. But yeah, Texas, and this is just me. I told my husband, Texas, I'm about over Texas. I'm about this much done with Texas, especially Houston. Yes, that's where I live. I live in Houston. I forgot to say that. I think I said that yesterday. But yeah, I probably did. But yeah, that's my Bible app. Hold on. There are. I have seen her watch a video of somebody saying that their rent is what? At the most, that's the one part that stuck out to me. Their rent was $400 at the most for a 1-bedroom. And that 1-bedroom was so big, the apartment that they showed was so big, it had, I swear it was like 2 to 3 bedrooms in there. But they considered that a 1-bedroom because some of the rooms didn't have closets. But you could easily make that into a bedroom because the closet's across the hallway. Yeah, too, you got that right. Healthcare is ridiculous. And they wonder why people don't go see the doctor. We can't afford it. The price of going to see a doctor is almost $600. And for urgent care is $500. Why the fuck am I supposed to get $500 for if I can't even, if I could barely put that $500 towards rent and that won't even knock a dent in the rent? What makes you think I'm gonna be able to have that extra $500 to go to urgent care? Don't get me started on the hospital. They charge for ambulance rides now to the hospital. They told me in one of my car accidents I was in that I could call a taxi cab. You got dumb. Like, do you know that I have to pay for a taxi cab? Why would I take a taxi to the hospital and that's what the ambulance is for? Whether I'm hurt really bad or not hurting physically that bad where you can see it that bad, that's what the fucking ambulance is for. I'll take people these days trying to get money out of other people any way they can get it. Every dime they can squeeze out of you, they will take it. Every thin red penny they can squeeze out of you, they'll take it. That's crazy. That is really crazy. Healthcare is just, if you ain't got no insurance, you shit out of luck. I'm sorry. Imagine trying to go see the dentist with no health insurance. That's crazy. That is crazy. I think my mom has that same kind of idea with her insurance. It'll cover the medication, some of it. Not all of it, but not the procedure. Like, what? If you need to have, like, just say you need to have oral surgery to get a tooth taken out or a root canal or something, why would it take care of the medication that you're going to need for that, but not the actual procedure of getting a tooth taken out? You think it would take care of, at the most, the procedure. But the blessing part would be taking care of the procedure and the medication. If you're paying for this insurance and you've been on this, not even if you're just paying for it, if you got this insurance, it should take care of everything. Once again, they wonder why so many people don't have healthcare insurance. Just like they wonder why so many homeless people for multiple different reasons. But I have one idea why I think there's so many homeless people. Shit is too expensive. For that same reason why people are living, multiple people in a household, they're trying to get some assistance. They're trying to get people to help them, because if we don't get people we know to help us, then we don't qualify for any type of other. Exactly. It don't make no sense. What I was saying is we can't have nobody living with us to help us with paying the bills and paying rent. One of the apartments and houses want to be strict on that. But then at the same time, we don't qualify for no type of government assistance or any other type of assistance. So the only way we can get assistance is get somebody we know to come help us pay our rent, like a family member or some type of loved one or friend or something. But no, you have to put them on the lease, or not even just put them on the lease. They make it difficult. Even when you put them on the lease, it's still difficult. And then I have had an apartment that I went to go get a floor plan and a copy of an application, just because I was inquiring. They told me they want to know how much money down to the penny you got in your bank. To me, that's like, wait a minute, what? I can see you asking for bank statements for the purpose of, like, how your rent is gonna get paid, but not the exact amount down to the penny that I have in my bank. What do you? And then they ask for emergency contacts. Emergency contacts only come on a job application. What I thought, or at least am I old? But when you asked, I told my husband that, he was like, "What? Why the apartment complex asking for an emergency contact? Do you plan on doing something to me to where I have to need the emergency contact?" That's what they told me. Exactly. That was my word. Like, bro, I'm struggling. How the hell am I making too much money? I'm struggling just barely enough because the cost of food is going up. I'm struggling barely enough to get that type of food, get the food in my house. And y'all tell me I make too much. Like, I can't even get EBT. Every time I went up there, I waited a few years in between. They was like, "Oh, you make too much. You don't qualify. You make too much." What? Like, I'm fucking struggling. What the hell? That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, that, and it's a waste of time, to be honest with you. It's a waste of freaking time. Good afternoon, Simeon. How you been? How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We just talking about, welcome to the conversation. We just talking about struggling, cost of living, everything going up, but the pay is decreasing. The pay is either decreasing or staying the same. I've been okay. Just been resting today, enjoying my birthday, and just chilling besides being in pain. And drinking my husband's drink again. He's not in the car again. That was his fault. He stepped out the car again. He knew I was gonna drink it. But before he got out, he sipped a little and sat it back down and said, "I love you." Thank you. Yep, LOL, of course. He knew I was gonna do it. He left it there. He looked me dead in my eyes and be like, "I love you." And then sat the drink back down. That was his fault, not mine. Exactly. I know this lady that works 3 jobs. Well, at first she was working 2. She got 4 daughters. And she got food stamps for each and every one of her kids. But this lady making at the minimum, over, what? $1,200 a month. And probably not even that. I'm like, what? But that probably makes sense to somebody else. LOL. Yeah, Simeon. That's wife activity. I mean, you shouldn't have left it. Here you go. Hey, baby. I wish we were getting past the system. Still on live. So what are we doing?
I'm gonna go to Walgreens real quick.
Okay. Can I stay on live?
Yeah.
You sure?
I need to go. The maintenance man here.
Was it that dude with the white facial hair?
No, he came up there right now.
Oh, him. Put your seatbelt on. Thank you, sweetness. Seeing this a little bit easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I sure like how they getting past the system. They should at least tell us how they doing it. Because how you make all this extra money and still they qualify for food stamps, but let us struggling people try to go apply for food stamps. Oh, you don't qualify. What? That don't make no sense. Hold on.
That's on the book. But I really need Rose to be like 14.
Simeon said good afternoon to you.
Hello.
He said hello. He kind of losing his voice, so you probably can't hear him. But yeah, life has been one hell of a ride. That's all I can say. In all 37 of my years now, life has been a hell of a ride. Yeah. Has the bouncing stopped?
Huh?
Has the bouncing like very, 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 very picky too. They like, I don't know. It's to me, it's just my opinion. They've been extreme too. Like, come on now. You know, there's more people that need assistance more than the people y'all assisting. You're giving assistance to y'all, like making it very difficult and very hard for us to get any type of assistance. But when we go to getting, you get people that go to getting assistance the illegal way, then everybody want to be in trouble. Well, hey, we need something. You got people that need help, and the only type of way that they can get some kind of financial help is to do it illegally. I mean, if you were to be a little bit more lenient, people wouldn't have to do things illegally. And then there's a whole nother side to that too. But yeah, it is what it is. That stuff just give me a headache just sitting thinking about it. Like giving us more taxes back is supposed to be something that's just to make us be quiet for now. But you give us more taxes back, meaning you're taking more out of our what the little check we do get. Y'all taking more out of it. Ain't that right, baby? But that's supposed to make us happy. Like, oh, well, you getting more taxes back? Yeah, we getting more taxes back, but I want more money to be able to add more tax. I want more money and more taxes.
I'm trying to, bro. I need peace.
Such a thing in my life.
No, not yet. That's why I try to hit Walgreens.
I mean, Walgreens parking lot?
Yeah, because I got
I mean, it's already 38 minutes in. This was longer than I intended it to be, but knowing me, I'm very winded and I can talk and talk and talk and talk people's ears off. Oh yeah, Simeon, he did say hi. I don't know if I said that. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna end this live. Y'all have a good day. Bye guys. Thanks for watching, commenting, and liking. See y'all later. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna say words.
Bye guys.